Hello, welcome to CFacts, where we provide mind-blowing facts that will take you from one surprise to another. And now, let's get to some interesting facts right away.
What do spa treatments and the most potent poison known to mankind have in common? You guessed it, botulinum toxin. Strap in as we explore how something so toxic became a beauty staple. Botulinum toxin, a substance so deadly that just 1 kilograms could theoretically wipe out the human race. And yes, it's the same stuff that smooths out wrinkles. Originally discovered lurking in bat sausages, this neurotoxin has come a long way from causing botulism to being carefully injected to pause the aging clog. Just to give you an idea, a single gram of botulinum toxin could potentially end 1 million people if perfectly distributed. Talk about a little going a long way. Here's a scoop. Botulinum toxin blocks nerve signals that make muscles contract, which sounds scary, but is actually why you stop looking surprised after a Botox party. So, how did we go from deadly poison to beauty miracle? Well, doctors noticed it could relax more than just your average sausage wrinkle-free foreheads. But it's not all about beauty. This toxin is also a medical hero, tackling everything from eye squints to muscle disorders. Who knew a toxin could wear so many hats? Don't worry, the cosmetic version is heavily diluted and regulated. But maybe don't try this at your home lab. Leave it to the pros to handle the tiny tears. Meet Negleria fowleri, also known as the brain-eating amoeba. Sounds like a horror movie villain, right? Well, buckle up as we dive deep into this microscopic menace's world. This tiny critter loves warm fresh water like lakes, rivers, and hot springs. Think of it as the uninvited guest who really likes to dive deep into your pool party. Negleria fowleri has one creepy party trick. It travels up your nose. Yep, during a joyful swim, it might just hitch a ride up your nasal passages to your brain. Talk about a mind-blowing experience. Once it's in the brain, our not-so-little friend starts feeding on brain cells. It's like a zombie movie, but microscopic. And trust me, it's a buffet it thoroughly enjoys. This amoebic invasion is serious stuff. It causes a rare and often fatal infection. Doctors and scientists are the superheroes here, always figuring out how to outsmart our brain-loving baddie. The symptoms, they're not so subtle: severe headaches, fever, nausea, and confusion. If the brain were a party, this amoeba would definitely be crashing it hard. Want to keep the party crasher out? Use nose clips or avoid putting your head underwater in warm freshwater areas. Remember, safety first makes you last. Good news is our lab coat heroes are on it. Research is ongoing to learn more about Negleria fowleri and how we can beat it at its own game. Welcome to the world's creepiest flora showcase, featuring the doll's eyes plant, also known as white baneberry. This plant's berries look like they've popped straight out of a horror movie. Doll's eyes might sound cute, but don't be fooled, this plant isn't growing toys. It's sporting some of the most sinister snacks in nature. Let's find out why these berries have more than meets the eye. These berries aren't just eerie, they're exact replicas of old porcelain doll eyes. But don't expect any blinking, these eyes are always watching. As captivating as they might look, these berries pack a poisonous punch. A bite for humans can be extremely harmful, leading to some not-so-fun symptoms that can quickly turn a forest frolic into a fright fest. But don't worry, our feathered friends can snack on these berries without a care. It seems birds have their own exclusive pass to the Doll's Eyes Dining Club. Growing these botanical oddities is like staging your own little horror scene in the garden. They thrive in the shadows, just like every good villain should. And while you won't find doll's eyes in your local salad, they might just be the perfect addition to a witch's potion or a haunted house setup. Talk about versatile decor. If you ever stumble upon these ghostly berries in the wild, remember, look, don't touch. And definitely don't taste. No one wants a real-life horror story. Think zombies are just in movies. Think again. In the quiet corners of the forest, a real-life zombie drama unfolds, starring ants and the mind-controlling Ophiocordyceps fungus. Ophiocordyceps, also known as a zombie fungus, is nature's puppeteer. It infects ants, hijacks their bodies, and turns them into fungus-spreading zombies. Talk about a control freak. It starts with a spore so tiny you'd miss it. But once it lands on an ant, the takeover begins. This fungus doesn't just want a ride, it wants the driver's seat. Infected ants exhibit strange behavior, leaving their trail, climbing plants, and performing the zombie stagger. It's less of a moonwalk and more of a doomwalk. The grand finale, the ant clamps down on a leaf's underside and waits. Soon, a stalk sprouts from its head, turning it into a living spore cannon. Definitely not the kind of fireworks you'd want at your picnic. Why ants, you ask? Well, they're the perfect host for these fungi, mingling on the forest floor, making it easy for the fungus to jump aboard and spread its zombie-making magic. Once a stalk releases its spores, the cycle of zombification continues. It's a circle of life and death that keeps the forest floor lively, or deadly depending on your perspective. Worried about a human zombie outbreak? Fear not, this fungus prefers ants over people. So, unless you're ant-sized and walking on 6 legs, you're safe for now.
If you found these fruity facts fascinating, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment with the most surprising fact you learned today.